Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island isn't on tonight, but here's when it will return, along with the William Shatner special. The Curse of Oak Island fans will be left disappointed tonight as there's no new episode on the History Channel. Just as the Lagina brothers and the team looked to be getting close to finding the money pit, we're going to have to wait even longer than expected to find out what happens next. Oak Island's usual spot at 9/8 he will be taken up this Tuesday evening by a 2-hour episode of History's new miniseries Washington. Why isn't Oak Island on tonight? In honor of President's Day on Monday, February 17, the History Channel decided to premiere its new 3-part miniseries, Washington, this week. President's Day is always celebrated on the third Monday of February. Washington's birthday was February 22, while Lincoln was born February 12. The Washington series documents how George Washington rose from a loyal British subject to the leader of the Revolution to the first President of the United States. When will the Curse of Oak Island return? Don't worry, because fans won't have to long to wait for the return of Oak Island, with new episodes back on our screens from next Tuesday, February 25. There will also be a new episode of The Curse of Oak Island, drilling down next week, featuring a visit to the war room by none other than Captain James T. Kirk. That's right, William Shatner visits the island to discuss the theories and give the guys a motivational chat. At the end of last week's episode of The Curse of Oak Island, titled Romancing the Stone, we discovered the piece of wood found in the area of the money pit, dated from 1626 to 1680. This is clear evidence that the Lagina brothers and team are getting very close to the treasure shaft. Narrator Robert Clotworthy pointed out that the question is beginning to change from where is the money pit to how deep is the money pit and what's in it. Clotworthy also poses an uncomfortable question: was it worth all the time and expense and the lives lost? Hey, we're all in this for the journey, right? Either way, it's becoming increasingly clear that the island could be close to giving up its secrets, although it seems always to find a way to keep that door closed. Another hurricane, anyone? What's on the next episode? In the next episode, the guys seem to be still concentrating on digging at the swamp, despite the money pit being tantalizingly close. This could be because the swamp has proved particularly exciting this season, with numerous theories swirling around mysterious Templar knights, Spanish galleons, and French treasure. Of course, the team is rightfully intrigued by the paved platform that was recently discovered in the swamp. Also, evidence from Dr. Spooner indicating the swamp may be man-made is reason enough to keep digging there. Another reason to keep digging in the swamp is the fact the guys spent a lot of money and effort in draining the marshy land that could potentially fill up again at short notice, as we saw when Hurricane Dorian hit a couple of weeks ago. The episode's preview appears to show the guys frantically digging. Shouts of "watch yourself," "whoa," and "oh no" can be heard as we see falling bits of wood, so it looks like the guys perhaps encounter a setback in their efforts. We also hear a shout of "this is a huge structure," and we hear Rick Lagina say he wants to know who did it and why. We can assume he's referring to the ancient builders of the structure rather than some unknown misdemeanor by Billy Gerhardt or one of the other guys. Gary Drayton has another intriguing find. Meanwhile, metal detectorist Gary Drayton has found another mysterious item. An expert tells him, Marty Lagina and Alex Lagina, that the object has been in a hot, sustained fire. Marty wonders aloud, "Wow, what's that doing in the swamp?" It seems that as the guys edge closer and closer to the money pit, they are becoming more and more fascinated with the mysteries of the swamp, for now anyway. If you're determined to get a Curse of Oak Island fix tonight, and you don't mind staying up late, the History Channel is showing an old episode of The Curse of Oak Island, drilling down at 11/10C. The sun was setting behind the rugged hills of Nova Scotia, casting long shadows across the mysterious Oak Island. The island, shrouded in legend and lore, had captured the imaginations of treasure hunters for centuries. Tonight, however, it would remain silent. The air was still, with only the gentle lapping of waves against the rocky shores to break the quiet. The usual hum of excitement, generated by the possibility of uncovering ancient riches, mysterious artifacts, and buried secrets, was missing. For fans of The Curse of Oak Island tonight would be different. The show wasn't on. There was a tinge of disappointment in the air for those who had tuned in, expecting the familiar voices of Rick and Marty Lagina, their determined team, and the archaeological experts who had dedicated their lives to uncovering the island's secrets. For years, The Curse of Oak Island had followed the Lagina brothers on their quest to solve one of the most enduring mysteries of the Western world. Each season had brought new discoveries, hints of treasure, tantalizing clues, and of course, plenty of challenges. It was a journey through time, where each dig seemed to inch closer to the truth, but for tonight, the treasure hunt was postponed. The familiar faces of the team, with their passionate debates over ancient maps, mysterious stone inscriptions, and forgotten relics, would not be seen. The sound of heavy machinery digging into the earth in search of vaults, chambers, and tunnels would have to wait. Tonight, the search was paused, but only for now. The silence of Oak Island was temporary, and for fans of the show, the pause would serve as a moment to reflect on the journey so far and what lay ahead. But there was something on the horizon, something to keep the excitement alive. The return of The Curse of Oak Island was not far away, and this time it would be accompanied by a special treat. A legendary guest with a deep fascination for the unknown, William Shatner. Known for his roles that often explored the final frontier of space, Shatner was no stranger to mysteries and the exploration of the unknown. His distinct voice, filled with curiosity and wonder, had guided fans through countless adventures, both fictional and real. Now he was turning his gaze to Oak Island, intrigued by the legends that had captured the world's attention for over 200 years. Shatner's involvement in a special episode of The Curse of Oak Island promised to bring a fresh perspective to the age-old mystery. After all, who better to join the hunt for a long-lost treasure than a man who had spent his career voyaging through the unknown? The special episode would see Shatner dive into the depths of Oak Island's enigmatic history, from the famous Money Pit, where early treasure hunters had sunk their fortunes in dreams, to the strange inscriptions on the 90-foot stone and the unexplained artifacts that had been unearthed. Shatner would join the Lagina brothers in their quest for answers. His unique perspective, combined with the relentless determination of Rick, Marty, and their team, was sure to offer viewers an unforgettable experience. The countdown to this special event had already begun, and fans were buzzing with anticipation. What secrets might be revealed with Shatner in the mix? Could his deep understanding of mysteries in science fiction add a new layer to the search? The possibilities were endless, and while tonight might be quiet, the future promised thrilling new chapters in the Oak Island saga. For those missing the usual Tuesday night adrenaline rush, the wait wouldn't be long. The Curse of Oak Island was set to return soon, and this time it was bigger and bolder. With William Shatner's special taking center stage, the mystery of Oak Island would be explored from new angles, perhaps even revealing something that had been overlooked in previous investigations. Speculation had already begun to swirl in online communities. What new technology might the team deploy? Would Shatner's involvement bring any unexpected breakthroughs? And most importantly, would they finally find the legendary treasure that had eluded so many before them? Theories abounded, some grounded in history, others veering into the fantastical. But that was the beauty of Oak Island. It was a place where history, myth, and reality intertwined, creating a story that was as captivating as it was elusive. As the night wore on, those who loved the show would continue to dream of the treasures hidden deep beneath the island's surface. The ancient parchment, the gold cross, the strange artifacts that didn't seem to belong, all of these pieces of the puzzle would come to mind, and the excitement for the show's return would only grow. For Oak Island was more than just a TV show. It was a journey through time, a search for something that went beyond material wealth. It was about history, adventure, and the age-old human desire to solve the unsolvable.